Crytek did something about Reshade. Now, within their official announcement, this change was made because the most recent updates to Reshade include features granting significant gameplay advantage. And what they've done is work with easy anti-cheat to make sure that when you actually try to load into Hunt, if you have Reshade in your folder, it won't work. So if you're already running Reshade, Hunt won't load. You'll get an error code saying you have an unsupported graphics card or something to that effect. What if you work around that? Because I'm sure someone will find a workaround. Attempts to circumvent this ban of Reshade could lead to future bans of your account. So they're taking a pretty hardline stance on this, which I'm excited about. If you don't know about Reshade, it's a post-processing utility that can add effects, color saturation, hue, that kind of thing, depth of field. It's often touted as an accessibility feature, especially for those people who have color blindness issues. It lets them play in a way that, they can see. Pretty helpful. But let's be real, it's also used by the unscrupulous pretty regularly. I've used stills from a video from iCamp Xfils here, just to show it off, because they did a really, really great job. Show iCamp Xfils some love. Their video popped off a couple months ago related to Reshade use in Hunt, showing some of the dramatic ways it can be used. The pixel zoom effects on your iron sight, a little bit of extra range on that zoom. You can basically ignore flashbangs, the visual effects from choke grenades, basically negate all of night and fog, and you enhance the beetle vision like crazy. It added a lot of really good benefits. Now, some of those weren't by default. You had to do some add-on work with Reshade, but either way, they were there and reasonably accessible, and there was nothing anyone was doing about it. While there are some legitimate uses of Reshade, again, the color blindness issue, I think a heck of a lot more folks were using it to gain an edge. I do still think there's probably less of them than the amount of people screaming Reshade every time they get headshot would have you believe. A great change, with one caveat. I really think Crytek is going to need to push those accessibility. I think Crytek is going to have to push the accessibility features ASAP for the people who do have color blindness issues. It's a reasonable percentage of the population that has color blindness, so let's help them out as quickly as we can. Overall, huge benefit to Hunt Showdown. I've always found that it's a reasonably low cheating environment in Hunt, which has been great. But I think Reshade was so accessible and probably reasonably widely used, unfortunately. Either way, great update from Crytek. I'm hyped about it. Let me know what you think. Getting rid of Reshade. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, like and subscribe.